The Phantom of the Opera, Chapter 8. The opera began. Christine sang a small part. Then Carlotta came on stage. Everyone clapped. She waited until they stopped before she began. "Oh, how strange," she sang, "like a spell, croak." Carlotta grabbed her throat. The audience gasped. Carlotta sounded like a bullfrog. She tried again. "I feel, croak. All my heart, croak." I crept up a secret passage behind box 5. I whispered to the managers, "Carlotta is singing tonight to bring down the lights." The managers looked around. Who had spoken? Then they looked up. The huge chandelier that hung over the hall was swaying back and forth, faster and faster, and then, crash, it fell. "A little present from the opera ghost," I howled. The audience screamed in terror. People jumped from their seats, confused and frightened. There were dead and wounded among them. Meanwhile, Christine had fainted on the stage. I leapt to where she lay and carried her through a secret passage. I had left a white horse from the stable in the first cellar. I put Christine on his back and took her down, down, down. When we reached the lake, I lifted Christine off and freed the horse. I put Christine into a boat and rowed her to my house. I carried her inside and helped her into a chair. She began to wake up. Who are you?" she asked in horror. "Don't be afraid, Christine," I said. "You are in no danger." "The voice," she cried, "the angel of music is a man." In a helpless rage, she rushed toward me, striking out with her fists. Then she began to weep. "No, I am not an angel," I told her. "I am only Eric, a man who would do anything for you." I fell on my knees. "I beg you to forgive me." "I can only hate you for tricking me," she sobbed. "Let me go." "You are free to go," I said sadly. "I will show you the way back up, Christine. But first, let me sing to you." I sang my sweetest song, and as I sang, Christine fell asleep. I carried her into the second bedroom. I had filled it with flowers for her. The next morning, before she awoke, I wrote her a note. It said I was going out to buy some things. Then I locked the door. When I came back, I had wonderful gifts for Christine. Hats, scarves, gloves. She brushed them all away. "Take off your mask," she demanded. "A good man does not need a mask." "You shall never see my face," I told her. "Now get ready for lunch." I left her room, turning to bow to her. Christine slammed the door in my face. She was not so angry when she came out. She sat across from me at my table. "I love you, Christine," I said. "Stay here with me for a few days. You will learn not to notice my mask. You will learn to know me. Then you may go, but I hope you will come back to see your Eric from time to time." We talked for a while. "May I show you my home?" I asked. I reached for her hand. Christine screamed. She drew her hand away. "Oh," she cried in disgust, "you feel like death?" I finished the thought for her. Without meaning to, I moaned. For a few minutes I had forgotten that I was Eric, the living dead boy, Eric, the living skeleton. After that, I was careful not to touch Christine again. When we both had calmed down, I showed her my house. In the middle of my bedroom was an open coffin. "This is where I sleep," I said. Christine turned her head away quickly and saw the beautiful organ. She walked over to it and picked up some sheets of music. "Are you writing an opera?" she asked. "Yes," I said. "It is my great work. I began it many years ago. I work on it for 2 weeks at a time, never stopping to eat or sleep. Then I rest, sometimes for months. Will you play it for me? She asked. I shook my head. It is not for your ears. It is filled with so much pain and so much love. Hearing it would break your tender heart. I sat down at the organ and played other songs for her. Soon we were singing together, and then in the middle of a song, Christine reached out. She ripped away my mask and screamed.